This year, my boyfriend and I decided to visit northern India, to be precise, its northernmost region called Ladakh, a place nestled high in the Himalayas. We took a flight from New Delhi to the city of Leh, from where we could see the snow-capped peaks of the world's highest mountain range. We are now in Leh city, on our way to the hotel. The first day we have to take it easy. Leh is located at 3,500 meters of elevation, so we have to acclimatize before starting to explore. I will do a short tour of the hotel where we will stay for a week. The hotel is called Likir Resort. During our stay in November, the temperature were dropping below -5 degrees Celsius, so it was always nice to come back to the warm and cozy hotel. After the first day of just eating and chilling, we were finally ready to start our one-week adventure in Ladakh, from the most beautiful monasteries to scenic mountain peaks bordering with Tibet. We began our journey by exploring Leh city and its main attractions. The best part of visiting Ladakh in November was that we were basically the only tourists around, and it felt even more like an authentic experience. The first monastery that we visited was Gompa Soma, located in the heart of Leh city, next to the Tibetan market. Even though it's not an impressive monastery compared to others, it is very peaceful and you can see the devoted praying and following the Tibetan Buddhist customs. Located on top of the deserted Semo Hill, Leh Palace is also known as the former palace of the royal family of Leh. From the top of the palace, you can admire the views of Ladakh mountain ranges and Leh's town. If you follow the steep path 20 minutes from Leh Palace, you will reach Tsemo Maitreya. The monastery is built high atop a mountain, and the view from above is incredible, with prayer flags adorning the mountainside. This place is a perfect escape from the bustle of the city, a spot for peace and quiet, definitely a must while visiting Leh. The best way to learn more about the Tibetan Buddhist culture is to visit the impressive monasteries. The hotel provided a private driver for a week, driving us around the region. On our second day, we followed the highway north from Leh and visited all the area's main attractions. On our way to the first monastery, we stopped at Sangam Viewpoint, the meeting point of the Indus and Zanskar rivers. The scenery is truly amazing, with the turquoise colors of the water contrasting with the desert landscape. It is worth having a stop if you are passing by. 20 minutes later, we arrived in Basgo Gompa, a mud-brick fortress perched high in the hills of Ladakh, between the Himalaya and Karakoram mountain ranges. The citadel and the three temples were built by a Tibetan king. Today, no one lives in the Basgo Gompa, however, it is worth visiting for the suggestive view of this incredible palace set high in the rock. We headed half an hour north to Likir Gompa, one of my favorite monasteries in the area. It is an isolated but picturesque place, home to approximately 120 Buddhist monks, and has a school with 30 students. It is managed by the Central Institute of Buddhist Studies, and the students are taught in Hindi, Sanskrit, and English. When visiting this beautiful monastery, we were also able to interact with some monks and ask them questions. Tibetan Buddhism is not as strict as the Buddhists they have in Southeast Asia. It was very nice to see that in Ladakh the monks approach tourists with curiosity and they initiate a conversation. To have a direct dialogue with them is the best way to learn more about the Tibetan Buddhist culture. The following day, we woke up at 6 a.m. to experience the call of the morning prayer in the Thiksey monastery. From the roof of the Thiksey monastery, the senior monks started by blowing conch shell horns as a call to the start of the morning prayer. We were allowed to witness the 1-hour morning prayer together with novice and elder monks. They were so kind that they even offered us buttered tea during the prayer. When monks finish praying, they usually have breakfast, consisting of buttered tea mixed with barley flour. This is the meal that marks the end of their long fast. Monks eat only twice per day, breakfast and lunch, so the last time they eat is at 1-2 p.m. After 1 hour I was already struggling to sit still in the cold, but my boyfriend was perfectly adapting to the Zen element. To be able to participate in the morning chants was truly a memorable experience. I recommend it if you want to dive deeper into the culture. The 12-story Thiksey Gompa is the largest monastery in central Ladakh, perched on a hilltop with panoramic views at 3,500 meters of elevation. It closely resembles to the Potala Palace in Lhasa, Tibet, hence the name Mini Potala. The stunning Thiksey monastery houses over 500 monks, 10 temples, and the largest Buddha statue in Ladakh. Together with Hemis Gompa, this was my favorite monastery in the region. Not far from Thiksey Gompa, you can find Hemis Monastery. It is ranked as one of the wealthiest monasteries in Ladakh and the most visited in India. As you enter through the main gate, you'll immediately notice the peace and serenity of the monastery grounds. If you have the chance, I recommend visiting it during the annual Hemis festival in June or July. It's a spectacular 2-day event where you can witness colorful mass dances and ancient Tibetan traditions that have been practiced for centuries, allowing you to experience the vibrancy of the Tibetan culture. Whether you come for the festival or just a day trip, the Hemis Monastery should be at the top of your list of places to see Ladakh. This peaceful retreat will give you a glimpse into the rich culture and history of Buddhism in the Himalayan region. On our last day, we decided to embark on a thrilling 4-hour drive to reach the stunning Pangong Lake. The journey there is an adventure in itself, with mesmerizing views and high elevation passes. Changla is the third highest motorable road in the world at over 5,364 meters of elevation. As you climb higher, the air gets thinner and you likely feel lightheaded. The winding road and rocky ridges provide a scenic distraction. After descending from Changla, you'll pass through snow-capped peaks and vast plateaus, a landscape that feels as remote as unforgettable. Your reward after the long drive is arriving at pristine Pangong Tso. The 134-kilometer saltwater lake starts from eastern Ladakh and stretches up to Tibet. Find a peaceful place to up along the shore and enjoy the stunning view facing the Himalayas. Pangong Tso is popular for its changing color ability, from shades of blue to green and red. It is one of the highest altitude lakes in the world, located at 4,350 meters. On the other side of the lake, you can literally see Tibet. There is no road crossing the Chinese border because the lake is located in a disputed territory. Today, about 50% of Pangong Tso lies in China and 40% belongs to Ladakh. Ladakh will surprise you not only for its natural beauty, but also for its strong cultural heritage. After the Chinese occupation, thousands of Tibetans fled south into India. Many settled in Ladakh, as it provided a safe place to rebuild their lives while still honoring their cultural heritage. Tibetan refugees have brought life back to ancient monasteries and strengthened cultural traditions that were at risk of fading away. Estimates say Ladakh's population is now about 50% Tibetan, hence the name Little Tibet. Whether you are looking to immerse yourself in a cultural rich place or simply find inner peace in the Himalayas, Ladakh is a place like no other, someplace off the beaten path where you'll find an ancient way of life. Here you get a glimpse of Little Tibet and understand why many Tibetans have made Ladakh their new home.